Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel, Tiff with the T, and I'm back with another video. We're gonna watch a video about a 30-year-old virgin, and I'm not gonna say too much more. Let's just go ahead and watch.
Family, so I meet a lot of women, and some of them are embarrassed because they're edging on into their 30s or even later than that, and they are still a virgin. For myself, I am actually still a virgin. I was promiscuous in my past, but I would do everything but. So I still actually am a virgin, even though I am heading into my 30s soon. So, Prophet Timothy, how does it feel dating someone who has actually never engaged in the act of intercourse?
It's a blessing. It's a blessing. I can honestly say that as someone who is not a virgin, and I never knew, I never thought that I would be graced, to have someone who would be a virgin. Honestly, because I thought that God would count me out. Such a blessing. I would say that it's an honor to know that that I get to be someone who has never had any other memory in that context apart from the memory that you're able to make with me. So for those of you who are virgins, I'm not personally, 2 Corinthians 5:17 says that anyone being Christ is new creature, all things are passed away, behold, all things are made new. You don't need to live in the condemnation of your past, but for those of you who are virgins, I would encourage you to love it, to enjoy it. It's a blessing, it's a gift, and know that God has that special someone just for you, waiting for you, and saving for you. It's precious. I'm blessed. I get to be your first.
I love you.
Love you so much.
Oh, that was so lovely.
So, she's a virgin, he's not. This day and age, I think a lot of people get made fun of if they're a virgin beyond a certain age. But I think for a lot of us, we really wish that we would have saved our virginity for marriage as it was intended. I'm definitely an advocate for waiting until marriage, even though I didn't. I think that that's a message that doesn't get out there enough, that people are, in the modern world, they're not embracing that it's sacred. It's kind of, your body is supposed to be shared with your spouse, and whatever your religious background is, it's not good as a woman to be sleeping around with different guys. So the fact that she's made it till she's 30 years old, and she still has not had sex, kudos to her. I'm not sure what she meant by she was promiscuous, but she was still doing everything but. That's kind of wild for her to say. In my opinion, I wouldn't have said that. But and it just leaves the mind wondering, like, what have you done? If there wasn't any penetration, what did you do? But I'm sure that's something that she's talked about with her partner. Still doesn't take away from the fact that she is still technically a virgin. And I would just say that as women, there is no shame in saying that you're saving yourself for your husband. In today's world, respect has really gone out the window. I think that a lot of people have lost morals, and we just kind of do anything and accept so much of what's happening in the Western world is we've gone to a complete shift of it's a free-for-all. Live your life however you want to live it. And I think it's great when I see people who still have morals and they still have self-respect and they have guidelines that they live by. They have rules. They have a conviction about them that keeps them from doing certain things. And so I wanted to react to this video because I think that this is such an important message. I'm not sure how it makes her feel, the fact that she's not gonna be his first, but he's gonna be her first. I'm not sure how she feels about that. But I think the majority of women would like to have a man who has some experience, so that if you're coming into a marriage with no experience, at the very least, you can have your man teach you and show you the way. So I'm sure that probably doesn't really bother her. But I just thought it was a bit cringeworthy when he said, like, oh yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of women today, they feel like being promiscuous or sleeping around with whoever you want to is freedom. It's sexual freedom. It's liberation. It's feminism. It's our right as human beings to be sexually liberated. And that's all well and good, but at the end of the day, sleeping around with different men is going to not only take a toll on your body, but it will affect you. It will lower the chances of you settling down, because once you've had a taste of chocolate, vanilla, you've had all these different styles and shapes and different intimate experiences, you're always carrying that forward into your next relationship, and you're comparing your past experiences to your current one. And so being promiscuous can put you into a zone where you become so immune to certain things, or maybe you don't enjoy sex as much as you should because you think that it should be like this based off of your previous sexual experiences. But somebody who holds themselves, keeps themselves as a virgin until they actually get married, they don't have those past experiences to bring into their new relationship. So whatever it is that their husband is giving them is all they know, and they're much more likely to be and stay satisfied with whatever it is that their husband is giving them. So I just wanted to briefly touch on this because I thought it was such an inspirational message. There is no shame in saving yourself for marriage. I think this is really cool. It's really hard to do when you have so much peer pressure. You have access to, you have access to sex with the touch of a button. And so I think it's great that she is steadfast in her religion and her purpose. She's really standing on waiting until she's married. And so I thought that was really great. Let's go ahead and read some of these IG comments. The Kid Gowie says, in other words, she was a devoted eater. No need to sugarcoat it. I think we all kind of thought that when she said she was promiscuous, did everything but, like, something of that nature flashed through our minds. No Chase 7 says, so she was just throwing hella neck in her town. LOL. I am Ruby K says she's a virgin but was still promiscuous. Somebody lying. Crazy Sidekick says, that's like saying I've never tried cocaine before, but I've smelt it. Laughing emojis. Just own it and stop being delusional. Dolled Up KJ says, oh, so she was CEO of Burlington Throat Factory because promiscuous virgin don't sound right. Helpful Hands Marcy says, my body count started over too. I feel her. Don't claim them past ninjas. Uncle Phil said the idea of being a virgin is to be chaste, pure, and untouched, displaying sexual discipline. Being the throat goat of the town defeats the virtue of being a virgin in the first place. That's literally nothing to brag about on socials. Just marry this man and free him from your childish games. Yes, that was my favorite comment. So everybody got throat goat from what she said, apparently, according to these comments. Yeah, I don't know why she said that. Like, girl, go on somewhere. Somebody said, Dewana Dale says, y'all talking about her, but let's talk about this man who is not a virgin, who is saying God blessed him with this type of woman as if he is deserving. Like, if we are basing virtuosity for a woman in her virginity, the same should go for a man. I disagree. Men and women are different, so I disagree. Last comment that I'm gonna read is Jack My Vibes, and she says, some of y'all are very uneducated. What makes you a virgin is not having engaged in sexual intercourse. All the other things mentioned, head, handjob, running, licking, etc., is categorized as the act, not sexual intercourse. All under the same umbrella but have a different meaning. So yes, it is still very possible for her to be promiscuous and also a virgin. You're welcome. I get what she's saying, but it's just like an oxymoron. Promiscuous virgin, like you doing everything but that. Like you still nasty, but you just haven't been penetrated. You know, you still doing probably ungodly acts, ungodly things, because obviously you weren't married to whoever it was. And so yeah, it just sounds like an oxymoron. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.
You gon' make me need